I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Boa noite, Corinha. Tudo bem?
Not if I can avoid it. No.
Comecei um pouquinho atrasado, mas vamos ver se consegue terminar
Lily.
ainda hoje.
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
Como que tá agora?
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
I don't know. Snow will come around. She's just... the crane thing hit her hard, and she doesn't really know who her friends are right now.
Oh God, Bigby!
Vê se tá melhor
This time
agora.
is no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more
Eu
silver
deixo
round near your
muito
heart.
perto da
And the
boca
only place I'll be
e
visiting you is the morgue.
pega muita respiração.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Mas eu vou dar uma baixada no jogo pra fazer o teste. Pera aí.
You've come a long...
Pera aí que eu tô arrumando aqui. Tem que lembrar onde que é. Eu aumentei o ganho aqui também. Esse não vai ficar muito ruim.
Long way.
Vê se melhorou.
Must be tired. And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster, sirloin.
Got a scotch?
Only Tennessee whiskey, unfortunately.
Falta quantos emblemas pra ti?
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna.
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every
Então,
intention
pra
of
que eu não joguei, eu
cooperating.
joguei uma
So don't waste the silver.
só o
Sit down, Jersey.
co-op. Vou fazer a última missão
Well,
grátis.
Sheriff, for the sake of
Ele vai juntar com as
transparency,
orbes que eu vou
why don't you
comprar.
tell us why you're here?
Caso eu vou ganhar 160, mais 50 que eu tenho, inclusive comprar outra orbe. 200... Esqueci de ver aqui.
Guess, are you? Very well.
200. Eu não sei como que tá hoje pra fazer.
I don't relish telling you that
Acho que é por partida.
an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with
Mas obrigado pelo apoio.
internally. I just want to settle the issue for you and to assure you that it's over with.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that.
Ah, esse novo sistema aí que eles inventaram ficou horrível. Tá bem complicado, por isso que eu já tava desanimado.
As I said, I've
Aí
got
que eu meio
this
que
under
desisti de
control.
vez de fazer as
I'm gonna deal with it
passes.
right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Que vontade de bater nele.
Please.
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
Oh, I think I do. I'd love a good reason to put a bullet between your eyes after what you did.
That's enough.
Ele ficou bem desbalanceado. Dá muito pouco ponto.
In the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know,
E tipo, eu amo as partidas. Se olhar meu histórico, é só partida de 25 a 30 minutos.
like I said,
Todas.
I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
Então, às vezes, tipo assim, é jogar,
Sit down now.
tipo, todo esse tempo. E perdendo ainda. Uma partida que eu ganhei 80 pontos, 60 pontos.
You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I
É
want
fora o estresse, tá tudo bem contigo?
Let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And
You
then
told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent
Que bom.
while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right, bollocks this.
Uma forma de outra, importante tá bem.
You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Já me perdi todo nesse início. Então vamos
All
conversar.
right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers
surrender.
are?
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you?
I told you.
I'm not going anywhere.
Eu me perdi, você tava
This could have gone
falando
so
vou
well.
odiar daqui ou aí.
To
Mas
speak the truth, I've
o...
never been a very good mediator.
Eu assim,
Why
jogar
negotiate
mal
when you can just decide?
já é meu normal, né? Então... Tem algumas partidas que eu joguei bem. Eu até clipei. Como falei, depois se quiser ver os clipes, são uns clipes legalzinhos.
Did I miss anything good?
Até de Gragas eu joguei bem, porque eu acho que eu não clipei nenhuma partida, nenhuma jogada. Mas tem uma de trás que eu tava jogando lindamente. Só dos personagens aqui, eu odeio todo mundo. O teu irmão do gordo aqui, eu já matei ele.
Over here.
E isso, bobo, vai ler o chat. Eu de ato, eu acho que eu nunca nem fiz quadra kill, quanto mais penta. Eu acho legal, mas tipo assim, na mão dos outros, Vejo os caras fazendo um estrago danado. Eu, quando jogo de rato, pelo amor de Deus. Meu rato dá menos dano que os outros. Não é possível.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Eu tô igual você falou da última vez. Eu tô jogando bem, geralmente de suporte. Trash, no Lulu, Jana, eu joguei bem. Brand teve uma ontem que eu joguei bem. Brand tô aprendendo a jogar, na verdade, né? Combar certinho com ele. Mas tô melhorando. Agora Sono, eu nem sei o que é jogar com ela. Morgana, então. Duas campeãs que eu não caí nunca mais. A vez que eu caí de Sono, eu acho que foi no outubro do ano passado. Morgana por aí também. É porque por um lado, o que acontece? Você vai subindo seu nível e vai, vamos dizer, teoricamente aumentando seu MMR. O seu matchmaker ele vai aumentando, né? Então a tendência que seria pra ter com um cara melhor, mas não sei se pode ser realmente isso. Ou é uma possibilidade. Por exemplo, como eu falei, eu tenho uma onda de derrota danada, né? Então eu tô caindo com um cara bem ruim. Tipo, às vezes é 10 jogadores disputando quem que é o pior. Tá umas partidas minhas que é muito feio. Já é tenso naturalmente. Eu já nem me estresso muito. Como eu falei, já tá ruim de fazer as coisas mesmo. Vou realmente meio que só parar de jogar. O público eu não quero muito, tipo, o público de LoL aqui. Eu quero, tipo, acostumar com isso. E...
Gun it. Are you sure? Do it. Keep going.
Calma aí. E... tipo, sei lá, pra mim que já deu o que tinha que dar. Não... mesmo tendo jogando um pouquinho melhor, tá umas partidas que tá sendo legalzinha, mas... vamos dizer assim, consigo jogar umas 2 partidas, 3 partidas, aí já enjoo. Tô bem assim, então... tipo, eu vou fazer o negócio da Orb porque é RP que eu tô ganhando mesmo, se eu não fizer vai ficar parado. E eu não sei se você viu, vai mudar o sistema lá, né, das skins míticas, das prestígio. Então o que acontece agora, acho que final de março... não vai ser possível mais pegar skin prestígio por orb. Skin mítica, né? De forma geral, acho que não vai dar pra pegar mais por orb. Só comprando mesmo, né? Os emblemas lá. Então se for vir pra alguma skin prestígio, ou vem agora ou não vem nunca mais, né? É por isso fazer isso. Umas 12 orbezinhas, vai que,
Come
né?
on. We can't stay here.
Vai que de repente tá bom, né?
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian, you don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to help you here.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Pela Epic
Look, I
mesmo.
know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk
Tem
with
uma
those
vez que
damn
ele ficou de
ribbons, and then
graça.
he killed them.
Eu comentei com
You're
você, acho que
wearing
a primeira
one
vez que fui jogar ele.
Doesn't that bother you even a
De
little?
repente foi da
knowing
minha,
that
minha
man murdered-
biblioteca da
it
Epic,
does.
tava lá.
Those girls.
So it's all my fucking fault then.
I
You
didn't mean-
fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look, I'm
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told.
Why'd you do it then?
Confesso que eu nem sei se tem
Your
na
fault, then
Steam.
what the fuck happened?
Ah não,
Look,
tem sim.
Faith
Tem.
and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get
Mas
his
a
fucking hands
tradução é
dirty.
por fora.
So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with.
No original ele
So
não
I
tem, né? A
fucking
tradução e a
killed him.
legenda.
And I'd do it again. Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out. You think that'll help?
Soquinho não vai fazer mal, né?
You still haven't learned, have you? Still the same old fucking moron. Go ahead and kill me then, but it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing.
E você deu azar.
Must be so
E
easy being you.
foi
Just
ontem.
come in
Eu
here
joguei
and
com.
blame me
Eu
for all this
não lembro
shit.
que campeão que era
Job's
um
done right.
M7.
George is the bad guy. It's all his
Mas
fucking
tadinho.
fault.
M7 apanhou tanto.
But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him. Coming here, talking about options. Like it was that simple.
You could have done anything else. You could have let
O
them
meu
go.
time, tipo assim, eu sempre tenho
Could have
olhado, mas tá
freed Faith and Lily from
equilibrado
those fucking
geralmente
ribbons instead of murdering them.
em questão de nível.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Geralmente assim, é uns dois níveis super alto, 300, 200.
What would you have me do?
Mas
Kill
aqui eu
her?
tô quase 200.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me.
Mas
If free Lily
é.
meant she had to die.
Faz de 300,
Do you still think I
250.
had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you.
Wait, how is she
Aí ela
involved
faz
in all
150,
this?
201
This is the
e
original.
uns 240, 100.
The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand. Nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I'm not playing this game, Georgie. I won't kill her.
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here, please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
Vivian, I'm not gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care.
Ela não vai fazer
I have
isso,
to
né?
forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian! Shit!
Damn it!
Cara,
Vivian, I didn't
você
fucking
meio que
mean
tem
it.
que escolher
Don't
uma
just-
coisa, mas sinceramente
Oh!
eu nem sabia o que escolher como resposta ali no que falar. Cara,
Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
eu confesso que teve algumas surpresas
I'm
mesmo.
gonna die here.
Não vou falar, nossa, é um jogão tipo
Just
igual o
make
Life
sure you
Strange,
give the
mas
crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright?
Why do you care?
tipo em questão de escolhas,
About yourself here.
Just wanted a nice
o Life Strange mexe um pouco mais
old
contigo.
foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks.
Mas esse jogo aqui ele surpreende muito, tipo, se esperar uma coisa e de repente outra totalmente diferente.
Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right?
That's not who I am.
Sure it's not. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know what I did.
Legal das opções, ou eu mato ou deixo de morrer.
Let's not draw this out. What? You're just gonna leave me here?
I can't do it, Georgie. I can't take another life.
You selfish bastard. Fuck you!
Boa escolha que o jogo me deu, hein?
Shit.
Beleza.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Clarinho, esse jogo ele é tipo de escolha também, não o final, né? Vamos dizer assim. Tem mais de um final, né? Mas mais ou menos eu imaginei, tipo a escolha ali, né? Ou eu mato ou eu deixo o cara morrer.
So
Tem
this is
muita
where they've been
escolha.
sending these.
Bigby Wolf. The big bad wolf. You used to be something. They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small, shivering bodies would fit.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
Porradaria, né? Pra variar.
It's about time you showed up.
Por causa de apanhar,
I
né?
had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to
Uma coisa que eu tenho
attend
que comentar contigo, de legal esse negócio de ter ela aí na Blood Mary.
Come find me when you finish, dear.
Don't worry.
Confesso que eu não esperava tipo, um personagem desse tipo.
Now, don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure
É que eu não sei se ela é considerada realmente uma fábula, né?
Cut this shit out!
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners? Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town? Oh, come on! Is that the best you can do?
Capeta. Não dá tempo.
Where are you? Come out and face me!
É feio, mas eu achei tipo a mais cara dela do que antes. Eu parece que eu não achei que ela teria uma versão sem glamour, né, no caso, né? Eu achei que ela era aquilo mesmo. Que casalzinho lindo. Ah, maravilha, né? Nossa. Por essa eu não esperava. Eu achava que aquela versão lobo dele era a última, o lobisomem. O que você vai fazer? Exatamente. A versão dos três porquinhos, né? Nesse caso. Sério, eu não esperava por isso. Ainda mais ele soprando elas. Lembrando, né, o conto dos três porquinhos. Foi bom demais. passagem já tá dando uma vontade enorme de jogar o segundo. Vai ser muito bom.
You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm quite sure. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's
Se eu não me engano, eu tenho que levar ele com vida, né, pra ela.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no
Pouco provável acontecer, mas
I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders 2 of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Um soquinho, ele tropeçou, caiu, se machucou, né?
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When
is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
It's nothing.
Ela
I guess you've
fez
been
de novo,
worse.
né? A
You
Branca de
did
Neve,
well,
né?
Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you
Gostei demais também do personagem dela.
glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up.
Quando ela tinha morrido no primeiro capítulo, eu não acreditei.
You killed Lily.
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where the
Quando ela
fuck do you
voltou na
get
segunda, eu
off?
fiquei
You think you
abismado.
have the right to
E
do
o quê?
this to people? You're a fucking crook.
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie? Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing, and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
Eu ainda só tô confuso com uma
I
coisa.
had nothing to do with Faith and Lily. So you can strike
Vou
back
esperar terminar. Se não explicar, aí você me explica.
We know you're
Come on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What? We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's right.
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You
fuck?
really want
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This is
the
such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get
Ser
a bit carried
persuasivo,
away
né?
sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't
Verdadeiro
you?
safado.
You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Sabia que ele ia meter essa.
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Don't blame Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit! Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer. What happened with Tweedledum wasn't Snow's fault. If you all want to blame someone, blame me. She had nothing to do with it.
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it internally.
Where have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch?
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
Snow had nothing to do with it.
Por incrível que pareça, ele tem ponto forte.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them.
Everyone just shut the fuck up.
I mean, a certain level of privilege should be afforded to me.
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath a little
What's
while?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
You don't have to do this.
Yes, I do. You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come here.
My dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
He might as well have.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Eu acho que deu ruim pra ele.
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
There will be more if he isn't stopped.
I don't get it.
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote? We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call. Just do what you think is right.
Diz que vai me dar tempo. Não vai.
Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Que? Filho da...
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still...
End it already.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't
what
be serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right. Do it. Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Work is work, I guess.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Esse porquinho é muito bom.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Then carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
It's just a farm. You don't have to be so dramatic about it.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Mas vou assim, você sabe meu humor sempre.
Wait! Sheriff Bigby! I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
E o besouro?
It's a willow
Oh,
beetle.
que fofo.
That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ. But, look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundies seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
Porque eu fiquei com dó dele também. Eu não achei que eles iam pra fazenda. A Pequena Sereia, eu achei legal também o personagem dela.
Hi.
Nerissa.
Still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Need to let that go.
Eu não vou mover a fita nem ferrando.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own. Listen,
Medo de matar
I
ela.
came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
It's okay, just calm down.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
É exatamente isso que eu queria saber. Eu não tinha entendido ainda.
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess what's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I go out there and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
Oxi. Ué?